Morning, fellows. Ben back again with the new package that has arrived. This is from Sidi. Sidi is an Italian manufacturer. These fellows make boots. I was running a fly racing Maverick entry-level boot for some time now, and this is the condition of the entry-level boot. I lost my sole. The boot is quite beat up. I had to really, I'd been thrashing it left, right, and center. Some 6 or 7 off-road sessions, and that was it. The sole gave up. Now the problem with the sole like this is a welded-on sole. This is like stuck. Excuse me, fellas. So once this comes off, stitching it back in place is not going to help. Too, this would be a midsole. This would be something in between the outermost sole and the shell material. So the midsole started crumbling. You guys can see this entire thing gave up. It broke into pieces, and I don't think I'll find anybody to reconstruct the midsole. Yes, I can get this stitched, but even then, this is also rubber, and if I were to punch through this and make stitches, then even this stands to wear out very soon, is because this can also be, this can also be ripped by hand very easily. There is a certain life to these boots. I of course know that this is not supposed to last forever and ever, but that being said, this was a little too soon. Apart from that, the shell started wearing out on ride 2, second ride. Rocks. The primary reason why the outer layer looks so shabby is because of rocks. Too many hits with rocks. Does not really offer heel protection much, but it's a decent boot for entry-level riding. Just to get a hang of it, I thought I'll go with the cheapest variant, and yeah, so that's the condition of the boots now. Lost my sole. The other one is also kind of popping out. So it's a clear case of an old stock, or just the mere fact that these are entry-level boots and they ought to last only so long. And in the meantime, got myself this bad boy. This is a Sidi X Power Enduro. I'll attach a link in the description of the video as to where I got this from, and you guys can go and check that out. That's definitely going to help you fellas. Bikergear.in. I'll also attach a link to this particular model. This is an X Power Enduro waterproof WP. Came like this. Took about 4 weeks, exactly 4 weeks. The promised time was between 3 and 4 weeks, and this arrived exactly at 4 weeks. 4 weeks and 3 days. So mighty impressed with how this arrived from Italy in a matter of 4 weeks, and there was absolutely not a penny that I had to pay more on the delivery and all that. No customs duties and all that. Everything was handled by the seller. So very happy that the reseller, with them. Anyway, so let's pull the boot out. So that is the X Power Enduro. No bad lighting. There is an overcast today, and I can't help it. But these are the details. The Sidi branding on top. Why did I choose this particular model? Why not the Alpine Star Tech 7? Why not the Liat 5.0? I don't really remember the exact name of the model, but the Liat, the Alpine Stars. Why did I go in for this? Number one reason was to have something which was closer, which was a narrower profile on the leg. Every other boot that I tried was a little wider here, but this is the narrowest. This is by far the most beautiful, narrow, very well gripping shin area, and that was very important to me, because the wider this is, I could see that everybody was complaining about water getting in, and so and my calves are not too big, so I got myself this primarily because of that reason and that reason only. Coming to I love the design. I just love the design. Not too bulky on the top, very linear, very beautiful. If you were to compare this to this fella is twice the size on top. You just can't escape it, and it's so wide that, you know, every single ride water would get and find its way in. Quickly run you through some bits and pieces. Very, very high quality construction. Everybody says CDs last forever and ever and ever. Everybody, all the videos that I saw, they are all praises for the manufacturing part of it, how well this is manufactured. And I hope that this is going to last for a good amount of time. This is not the top end variant of Sidi's lineup. This would be the intermediate one. This would not be entry level. This would also not be top variant. This would be the middle in the range of boots that they have. But all the videos said that the material quality and the construction and the engineering is all the same. It's just that the topper variants have a lot of replaceable parts, whereas the lower end versions are all one piece molded and with very few replaceable options. So the only thing that can be replaced here in this particular boot is this. It's just the buckles. These buckles are the only thing that can be replaced, and maybe the toe protector. That's about it. Everything else is to be is molded and is just one piece. Quickly run you through the construction. A lot of TPU, like the usual boot thing. A lot of leather. There is leather here. Wherever you see these raw edges, if you see that there is no finishing being given on the raw edges, like this for that matter, you guys can see this, that particular edge. If you guys can see the material's edge, then you can know for a fact that that's leather. That's not polyurethane. The rest of it, this particular, these plastic bits are all TPU, and TPU is the only material option now as far as making boots, I guess. It is found in every single boot that I checked. So yeah, helps with holding a structure of form. And toe protector, a metal toe protector. This is like the Enduro boot, so kicking rocks and kicking all kinds of nasty bits, just to protect the toe box from that. You have a toe protector. Very grippy sole underneath, just so that, you know, you can walk around on rocks, and even if it's slippery, you have some traction going on because of that grippy sole. Hard to find this in most motocross boots, is because motocross boots come with a more clean, finished sole, and, you know, it turns out to be a little slippery. Another reason why, primarily why I got this particular boot, is because of what happened with my previous boot. Because I lost this fella, this was stuck. You know, I wanted something which could be stitched and replaced. So that would be a stitch on sole, bottom sole. It's stitched in place, and if I were to lose this thing gets a lot of gets to see a lot of action. Literally, nothing, no part of the boat, in my experience, compares to that. Especially when you're doing rocks and you're trying to climb all kinds of things, and for this to be a replaceable component is a game changer. Yeah, so that's a replaceable stitched on bottom sole. Beautiful, ain't it? Yeah, so that's that. Then we have the usual buckle system. Very, very easy to put this on and take it off. Very intuitive. There's I mean, you know quality when you try it on. So very nice, comparable to all the top end boots. And what else? Sidi branding. Sidi branding on the top. Sidi branding on the toe protector as well. Sidi branding on the side. and that would be it. Yeah, so very, very nice, made in Romania. Yeah, that's interesting. That's a nice touch. What else can I say? Well, that was that. A lot of different materials. We have Rexine, that is polyurethane or microfiber as they would like to call it. We have leather. We have TPU. We have metal, and we also have this beautiful rubberized sole. This is rubber. This feels like rubber, and a mix of rubber and all the other sole related material. For all the boat fellows who know what this particular material is, you can maybe mention that and correct me. And what comes inside is a mesh fabric. I don't know if the camera can capture it. It's a mesh fabric, again, just so that there's a little bit of grip to the feet, to the legs, at the shin area. And another thing, when I wore this, my God, as far as sizing goes, I would suggest that go in for one size larger than what you are used to wearing. So I am a 43 and a half. I went with a 44. My foot size is 43, my shoe size is 43, between 43 and a half, depends on the different types of shoes and different types of manufacturers, but I experimented with one size larger and this turned out to be really, really correct. If I had gone for 43, this would have been too tight here in this particular area, the ankle area, to shove the leg in and out. So there's just a little bit of room here. I feel good, and I love the fact that this part, my God, I've tried the Liat and I've tried the Alpine Stars, and the ankle part of this, I watched some videos, plenty of fellows spoke about this, and turned out to be true, 100% true. The ankle part of this grips my ankle way better than the other two boots that I tried. So much more of heel and ankle support from this particular boot. Feels great. Feels like it feels like it's an extension of your ankle and heel area. So love that about it. I don't think this boot will take a long time to break in. I think there's enough flex in the material. There is a stopper here at the rear so that this doesn't flex backwards. I'm shooting this video with one hand holding the camera, so I can't help it. This flexes very little backwards. There's a little bit of flex on the front, but very little on the sides because of these pivot systems that these guys make on the boots to not allow for lateral flex like that. The boot only flexes forwards and very little backwards, very little, almost nil flex on the sides, just so that you don't have twisted twisted feet when you land your feet underneath the bike. It stays as one unit. Chances of you landing the bike on top of your feet is 9 out of 10 when you do hill climbs and all that jazz. Yeah, so that's the Sidi X Power Enduro WP waterproof, and I'll attach the link. You guys can go check that out if you're interested. Please buy it from this fella. This fella has been prompt. His name is Akash. Very, very prompt on WhatsApp, and replies are instant. And a big shout out to Akash, because he handled this whole process really well in a very mature way. Took the money and delivered as promised. Thank you, fellas. If this helped, it helped. This is going to be new in my riding circle. Not a single fellow I know runs a Sidi, so we'll have to put this to the test, and then I'll make a review video after about 5-10 rides. Until then, Ben signing out for now. Ciao.